Well, you live and you learn, and that's exactly what we did in week 5. Another week where I don't even want to say how bad we did. 6-6. What are we doing? What in the world is Emery DeMercado doing, fumbling the ball into the end zone a week after we saw it happen to somebody else? He lost me my parlay. He gave me a loss in the predictions. We're heading into week 6. And we're still looking for the flawless week. Our overall record now on the season, it's honestly not terrible considering back-to-back weeks we haven't done great. 51 right, 24 wrong, 1 tie. That's right, we had a tie, Packers, Cowboys. We head into, week 6 right here. 2 teams on bye, and I'm just ready to get that perfect, flawless week. Thursday Night Football, I feel like I have a good handle on this game. Eagles, Giants. Now, this game is going to be interesting because the Giants, it's hard to tell what their identity is. The New York Giants beat the Los Angeles Chargers. How good are the Los Angeles Chargers? They were 3-0. Now they fall to 3-2, and they look bad, especially on offense versus the Washington Commanders. So the New York Giants, they beat the Chargers. Oh, wow, Jackson Dart looks good. Then they lose to the Saints. The Giants offense puts up 14 points. The Giants played sloppy football. They could have won that game. They were winning that game by a sizable margin. So I think Jackson Dart's first time playing the Philadelphia Eagles, he's got a chance to do something all right. Now, they have a good advantage being at home in this game. It's the return of Saquon to New York, and it's not going to go very well. Now, the Giants, 7.5-point dogs here at home. It's interesting, but I still think the Eagles defense gives Jackson Dart a hard time. I'm going with the Eagles to cover the 7.5 points. I'm going Eagles money line as well. Next game up is Broncos versus Jets. Another international game, 9:30 a.m. Set the alarm. Breece Hall, Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson. That's really all you got to know about the Jets. The Jets, for fantasy, from a fantasy perspective, which go check out True Fantasy Review. Subscribe there on YouTube. The best fantasy advice you'll ever see. The Jets salvaged the second half of that game in garbage time, but they were so bad. The Jets destroy themselves with penalties week in, week out. Technically, they're the home team, but it's international, so really they're not. Get wrecked. The Broncos, I don't know how they beat the Eagles. There were some weird calls there at the end with the unnecessary roughness. The no call before the Hail Mary attempt. There was a no call for PI at the 1-yard line. It was a weird game. Talking about the Eagles, they're going to bounce back versus the Giants. They're going to win. It's almost a guarantee. Still, they should beat the Broncos. The Broncos, they have some momentum, and they're taking on the Jets, who are just unbelievably bad. They are 7-point favorites. I'm taking the Broncos by 7. In fact, I'm going Broncos by 21. I can't go by 21. You know why? Because the Broncos offense, I still don't trust the offense, but this Jets team is going to be seeing ghosts. Might as well put Sam Darnold back out there. Cardinals at Colts. This game could get ugly. The Colts get the hammer up. Bam! Bam! They're playing whack-a-mole with their opponents. They are beating opponents down into the ground like they don't even exist. Jonathan Taylor leads the league in touchdowns. This guy is a man on a mission. Ba-da-ba-ba! Indiana Jones, say his name. This guy looks clean. He's playing good football. He got Josh Downs a bit more involved. Michael Pittman Jr., now that he's not playing with a broken back, is having a bit of a comeback season this year. And the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray took himself out of the game, went to the locker room to get checked out. Seems like he's fine. But at the end of the day, if there's a Call of Duty event this day, it's not looking good. So the Arizona Cardinals come in at 5.5-point dogs. I think that line is going to shift more so to Colts by 7. I would get Colts by 5.5 while you still can. It's in Indianapolis. Seahawks at Jaguars. Haven't seen Jacksonville yet on Monday Night Football. Now listen, I have the Bills on Sunday night, and I have the Chiefs on Monday night. Hopefully we can go to 8-6 before week number 5. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're coming off of a solid performance in week 4. We'll see how they perform versus the Chiefs here. The Seattle Seahawks. They put up a lot of points, but the defense got abused by Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. I chose the Bucs to win because I'm a genius. It's the one highlight of the week because we still got 6 wrong, so you can't call yourself a genius, right? The Cardinals ruined the big parlay. Seattle is a good team, and I'm going with Seattle here on the road. Now, I think that the spread for this game should be close. Taking a look at the spread, it's Jaguars by 1.5 here at home. Give me the Seahawks as dogs on the road. Chargers at Dolphins. The Chargers, what kind of a team are they? I don't know. The Dolphins, what kind of a team are they? You thought I was going to say, I don't know. I know. They're a troll team. They are a troll team on any given Sunday. They can upset their opponent. They can hang around. But their identity is that they're not good. They lost to the Carolina Panthers. That was one of our losses on the week. I mean, that was just embarrassing for Miami that they lost that game. Waddle almost, led them to a big comeback. Dolphins are 4.5-point dogs here at home. And I'm thinking the Chargers offense rebounds. I'm going Chargers spread. Cowboys at Panthers. Panthers. Solid game. You have Leggett getting in the end zone. You have Bryce Young getting involved. You have Rico Dowdle. 200 scrimmage yards. Insane. Dallas Cowboys, they handled the Jets. They kind of let them get back into it more in the second half. But really, it seemed like they were just chewing clock. Javonte Williams is a man on a mission this year. It's crazy that they only signed Javonte for like a $3 million deal. The Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites here on the road. And I actually like the Dallas Cowboys to get the job done here and string together back-to-back wins. Rams at Ravens. Listen, it sounds like Lamar Jackson's probably not here for this game. You know what that means? It means the Ravens lose. It means the Ravens lose. Their defense stinks. It's so bad, beyond bad. And their offense stinks without Lamar Jackson. Even with Lamar Jackson, I have some concerns about this Baltimore Ravens team being able to string together some wins. Ravens are 7.5-point dogs without Lamar. I mean, they have $140 million of their salary cap is on the injured list right now. A lot of that being on defense. So without a lot of those players healthy, I'm going Rams by 21. I'm not joking. Now, if you have Lamar, it's going to be a closer game, but, I mean, the Rams win this one. Patriots at Saints. The New England Patriots I've not seen take on the Buffalo Bills. I don't expect it to be too close. Both of these teams are troll teams. You got the Saints, who beat the Giants. They actually looked all right. Spencer Rattler, big win for the Saints. Okay, now this game is in New Orleans. This is one of those games where I can promise you I have no idea who to pick here. The Saints are 3-point dogs at home. You think to yourself, you have Drake May versus Spencer Rattler. I think Drake May is the better quarterback. You got Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, Hunter Henry. You got Olave Shaheed, the fastest man in the world. Breaks the NFL this season record for fastest touchdown scorers, like 22 miles per hour or something, right? You got Kamara. You got Travion, who they don't even use. This game seems like a toss-up. But the Saints, I mean, they let the Giants hang around a bit too much in New Orleans. I'm going with the Patriots. I'll go with the Patriots by 3. But this game could be really, really close. Browns and Steelers. Another game that I think can be very, very close right here. Now, the Cleveland Browns actually look pretty decent with Dylan Gabriel by my eyes. They missed some opportunities. The Browns let the Vikings hang around way too much. But the Browns were one Carson Wentz mistake away from winning that game in Dylan Gabriel's debut because their defense is just so good. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a hard time here on offense with the defensive line pressure that the Browns front is going to generate. But I still like Pittsburgh here. This game is at home. Now, it's a divisional matchup to the Steelers. If the Steelers win, it's going to be a close game, man. Keep that in mind. Steelers are 4.5-point favorites. I'm probably not touching the spread for this game, but I probably will say Steelers money line. Titans at Raiders. You asked me a couple seconds ago, I would have said sure. Raiders win this game by a lot. And then the Raiders got completely embarrassed. I mean, that's an understatement. 40-6. 6 points. Is this the Geno Smith that you signed? And I'm looking at you, Tom Brady. I'm looking at you, Tom. So the Las Vegas Raiders are just really, really bad. Ashton Genty actually had a decent game again, which is all right, I guess, from fantasy perspective. But the Raiders are 6.5. So the Titans just beat the Cardinals. Raiders just got abused. And the Raiders are 6.5-point favorites here at home. The Titans are just so bad. But so are the Raiders. But who do you... I honestly think... This is what I think, right? Like, when I think of Cam Ward, I think that he is identical to Geno Smith, but just way younger. Like, they have a similar body type. I swear their arm action is similar as well. I'm going with Geno, man. I just think the Raiders are a more put-together ball club, and the Titans are kind of on their way to kind of being at that tier. Like, they're both bottom tier, bottom feeders, but I'm going with the Raiders here. 6.5 points is a bit wild. I actually go Titans to cover that spread. That's not a spread I'm betting on for the Raiders. 49ers and Buccaneers. 49ers, upset of the week in my eyes, besides the Titans. They beat the Rams with Mac Jones, the grittiest thing you'll ever see in your life. Now, who's going to be the quarterback for the 49ers? You have no Ricky Pearsall. Is it going to be Kendrick Bourne again, who Kendrick Bourne had 100-plus receiving yards, best game of his career? Is Jawan Jennings out? Nobody knows, man. But you know McCaffrey's going to be there. This game's in Tampa. Guess what? The Buccaneers, I took them as dogs versus Seattle. I said, listen, this Bucs team is good. I don't care if Evans is there. Baker Mayfield, he's going to get one of these game-winning drives eventually. You know, he didn't have it versus the Eagles. We're going to see it versus Seattle. Goes into Seattle, hostile environment, 13th man. Who? Bucs won. Now, this game's in Tampa. Bucs are 2.5-point favorites. I'm going Bucs. You know, they didn't let me down. So I'm going to keep rolling. Bengals and Packers, 4:30 game here. The Bengals are a bad football club. You have the salvageable days from fantasy at the second half where you have Chase getting 2 tutties. You have Higgins getting a tutty. Jake Browning was getting booed in the first half loudly. It's bad. Hopefully Jameis Winston is here by the time you guys are watching this video, but it's not looking good. So in terms of the Packers, they're coming off of a bye week. They're fresh and healthy. Now keep in mind, Josh Jacobs was banged up heading into that bye week. I'm hoping he's fine. I'm hoping he's here to play this game. The Packers are going to have a field day here with Cincy. They are 14.5-point favorites. I mean, I'm going with the Bengals to cover that spread, but I'm going Packers money line for sure. Lions and Chiefs, and I just saw someone bad. We'll talk about it in a second here. Lions and Chiefs. This game is Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a very, very good game. It's in Arrowhead, too, which gives the Chiefs just that much more of an advantage. You saw the Chiefs beat the Ravens here in Arrowhead. So, I mean, this is interesting, right? The Lions look like a very, very good ball club. You might think to yourself, Lions are favored by 5. The Chiefs are 1.5-point favorites where it currently stands. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a very tough game. And week 6, is Rashee Rice back or is he back in week 7? That is something that I am interested in. I think it's week 7. I think Rashee Rice is out until week 7. And blah, 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 blah. All right, bro. Someone's got to comment down below, man. It looks like, oh, yeah, he's spent 6 games. Sorry, buddy. No Rashee Rice. You're cooked. Kansas City. I think the Chiefs compete in this game, especially with their defense. But give me the Lions here on Sunday Night Football. That means we're going to have another underdog in week 6. Monday Night Football, they're doing it again. I don't know whose idea this was. They got to get fired. 2 Monday Night Football games. Bills at Falcons. The Falcons off a bye week. Yeah, unlucky. Go get some more rest. You're not going to beat the Bills here. Bills are 4.5-point favorites. I like that. Bears and Commanders. This game just does not sound fun. Like Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams, I am not too excited to watch this game on Monday Night Football. I'm not excited for either of these games on Monday Night Football. So at least we have a Sunday Night Football matchup that's pretty interesting there with the Lions and Chiefs. Commanders are 4.5-point favorites. They look really, really good, man. This is a home game as well. But the Commanders' offense looked solid, man. Debo and Daniels, they handled LA. So I'm going with the Commanders on Monday Night Football there. That's all the Week 6 predictions in the book. Hopefully, we can turn it around this week in a big, big, big way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Go check out True Fantasy Review, Fantasy Football channel on YouTube. Best advice out there. Appreciate every single one of y'all.